thank you very much to Rosie for bringing us refreshment, tea, coffee, cake. It's all very pleasant.
That's that birthday cake, Gareth.
Well, it has no candle, but
No, it's candle,
but
but
it's appreciated as if it's birthday cake. Anyway, Reg has decided that the mind is prepared and the ball will be coaxed through the hoop. See those scarification lines there on the machine? Oh,
Okay.
that was not a hoop running shot.
Oh.
Well, we were convinced that he was running the hoop there.
I think that was the only shot he had on the lawn. Obviously, the hoop wasn't available on the run.
Yeah.
Because we're on an angle here, we can't tell whatsoever.
Yeah.
And he's not sure exactly where it went out.
Well,
Getting Graham to make the decision where it went.
I'm not quite sure what the debate is here, because it's...
I think it's already out on the lawn of his mallet.
Yeah, yeah, and also maybe the debate is whether or not when he puts it back, will Black have a double on...
Yeah. And he doesn't want to turn around.
He doesn't want to turn around and do it, so he's just being incredibly...
Playing by the exact rules, keeping
now,
it back to the lawn on the line. Well done, Reg.
That's great stuff, and a very good lesson for us all there. He knew that
it was going to be crucial.
It was going to be crucial, so he simply got the referee to sort that out before he put it on. Very good. Croquet is one of the few sports in the world where you just get pretty much total good behaviour.
And
nice shot from Ed. Nice shot. So the only bad thing for Ed is, of course, that this is his black ball, which is the one that has always been already been through 4 back. So we won't be making any hoops with this, and it will all be down to the quality of the leave that he can draw out of this opportunity.
We haven't been asking for that many extra replays. Can we see Reg's shot again near hoop 1? Sorry, Edward. We'll go back to you in a minute.
So we're just going to see if we can take a look at
I just want to see what Red was
Reg's.
faced with.
Yeah.
With his other ball hitting south instead of
Yeah.
heading north, or if the hoop was going to be in play and he took
So
a
we'll
bit
see
of
what
risk out of it.
see what we can get on a replay of that. So so Pete, you want to see not just the shot. You want to see what Reg had on offer other than
just so we can see the. Well,
So
we'll see it as it.
we'll see it as it comes through.
So obviously yellow can't hit black, can it?
No,
No. I just wonder
if it just.
what the reason red didn't shoot red at black.
Yeah.
It was another.
Oh well.
7, 8 yards long. There we are.
Well,
Maybe other people tell us why he didn't shoot red at black.
and Ed has put the black onto a nice line between blue and yellow, so Reg won't be looking at any double there. Reg's other ball on the northern boundary, north of hoop 2. Looks like Reg is electing to play the shot of about 16, 17 yards from yellow to red. Well, at least that's what he's contemplating. Is that what you do here, Pete? To play yellow towards red?
Not sure. Look at the target. Possibly not. No.
No, I mean,
I don't think. Well, I mean, Reg is a pretty good shot, so he's.
Yeah. But what you? I mean,
he's not thinking of anything what's been given away or anything. It's what he.
Oh, okay. It's what he's likely to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So given that he's had an indifferent experience coming down this boundary on this on the right on the eastern side, he's thinking his chance of hitting a cleaner shot towards
hitting the single ball gives him 2 balls to work to make the rush to 1. Hitting the 2 balls in this corner, he's still got the same 2 balls to work, but I think with the miss, it's just I think Edward would like the line of play of being able to rush the peely up court,
the
take
peely
off
up
to
there,
one, poke one out in court, and
well, essentially the peel's back on.
3.
Essentially the peel.
It's quite aggressive. You're trying to put the break into play straight away.
Anyway, Reg shoots and misses.
So we'll see what Edward does.
All right. So, but as you said,
he's got some options. He doesn't have to play it.
Well, he's got his. Well, I don't know. He's got. I mean, there's not much room between the yellow and the red, but
yeah, I thought it was going out towards the corner, but no, that's. Most likely he'll be just using the black ball for his hoop 4.
Well, Although, can't you?
But he can
Couldn't you
control
leave?
the brake.
Couldn't you leave your escape ball up there? If Ed is if Ed is peeling to so he puts his partner ball at 4 back, rushes it up there, and then goes to the yellow.
He needs a ball at 4. He's not going to put the brake at risk of anything. So the yellow and red are a lot closer together on the myth than I could see on the angle. So this is all good.
No, but okay, yeah, all right.
And he'll just gather the balls in and give himself to some peels later on the break. Nice shot from Edward. Always tricky when you know the lawn's sped up and you've got to float the takeoff in.
Okay, so actually the yellow's come in a bit as a result of that.
No, it's good. You can keep this tight, get this rust hook free, which you had a bit of trouble with earlier on in the break. No wrists as yet. And his load at 4 is nice. So it's one good rush and he's away.
Yep. And there's the rush to hoop 3. And
that's a good shot.
Yep.
Use the hoop to slow it down.
Yep.
It's always good on a fast lawn.
Yep. That will certainly slow it down. Heading into steel that's embedded a foot or so into the ground. Well, perhaps not a foot, but
not a bad position. You're going to be able to rush this red back down and use the yellow to get this break under control.
Yes, because he has a rush back to the yellow here, doesn't he? Yep. Yep, you're right, Pete. Just get the brake back under control and maybe see how it looks after he's come through 4. He'd certainly be in a powerful position if he was to be able to walk off the lawn, peg and 4 back.
Yeah, I don't know if that's in Edward's
no
playbook. But
well, now might be the time to locate that page because
I think the balls are all kind enough. Look, even if he's peeling 4 back, going to 1 back, which is standard stuff for Edward sometimes. So I don't think there'll be any non-attempts of peeling.
Yep, nice position for a rush down to the south on the yellow. And he'd have treated that one as a practice to get the...
Slick bit of land, that one, around hoop.
It is. It looks it, doesn't it? It looks it. It's often the case on these lawns that they're quite treacherous in the middle. They're going up through the
courts. The courts are they're dry. But I'm not sure if that's with the irrigation. But
I guess it must be. There must be the way that they've put the sprinklers. Okay, it's all right. It's on the rush line with where he wants it to go. And all of a sudden, he has the balls in regulation position.
Yep.
A little bit more angled than he would have liked. But
I'm not doing the O&Rs because the camera angles have got me each time. I think he's in good shape. Yep.
And he wasn't going to let the hoop reject that one.
You see the writing on the side there of Edward's mallet?
No.
No, it's Chinese lettering.
Oh,
and
no.
And it says, well, it might be Japanese, sorry. But,
okay. All right. Let me have a look.
It says Claudette too. His old mallet was called Claudette, which he broke. And he's played around with some other few mallets in between, and he's got one he really likes. It was very similar. So he's also called it Claudette in memory of Claudette. Claudette too in memory of Claudette.
And when you say Claudette was broken, you mean he ran over it in the accidentally in the garage or something like that?
Highly likely not. I would dare say he broke it on a croquet court. I don't know how he broke it, but it was very sad when Claudette died.
Oh dear. And it was, the whole mallet. I mean, it wasn't. You can't. The hand. Surely, the handle is.
Yeah, I'm not sure what part.
Oh yeah, Claudette. It's. And how do you go about getting a nice sort of stencil on your mallet? Is there a particular?
I think you can order them when you.
Oh, okay. When you buy a new mallet.
You got a new mallet, yeah.
Is it a common thing to buy a new mallet?
Well, for some are allowed to buy new mallets. We might have changed the wording. It might not be in the Asian anymore.
No, it looks like it does say. I think it does say Claudette. Yeah. No, that's definitely.
Yes, he might have changed. You might have got sick of people asking what is happening on the side of your mallet, so we put it back to Claudette.
And up goes the Pioneer. What don't you like, Pete?
Oh, no. Did I tut? Sorry, you tut. I didn't mean to tut. I mean,
Oh, okay. Well, that's a signal of intention. Look.
Oh yeah, no. I mean I like the spot 2 and 2 away from the hoop, but Edwards left it red a little bit shorter. But he was looking for the controlled rush on the black rather than playing the black there on a croquet string.
All right, nice.
That one needs to slow down a little bit.
It does.
Not quite the same flow as he was looking at the start of the break, the one that did break. Yeah, it's just a little bit more.
I can tell.
More tight on it.
Yeah. No, he's.
And he slowed his body down, which is a good thing. He's not going to let any more error happen, and the lawn trickiness dictates that. It's good stuff from Edward. It's a nice shot.
Yeah, that's good. Steadies the ship there. So.
And Red just missed a couple of roquets, so as you say, if there's no completed peels happening, it may not be a bad situation.
Well, the black, which has gone over to 4-back, is
the big difference. Red's been on 1 and 1 rather than a Red's already on 4-back. Forced them into peeling.
okay. So. Loading 2-back, going to that black ball at 4-back, and both balls on their way. The 2-back Pioneer looking okay.
Pretty good, doesn't it? The 2-back Pioneer.
the
It's just
not really.
come past peeling.
Yeah.
Peeling.
He won't be able to cut that into position to peel going to one back, but
it was a tough setup as it was it?
oh,
Some good bit of break priority. Yeah, he's feeling now the luxury of the red on 1 and 1. And he doesn't have to force the issue.
yeah. Well, might the black find itself back up there for for you because presumably that black's coming down towards 2-back again now, or is it going to the middle of the court? Is it?
As you say, it's coming towards 2-back now.
Yeah, I think it is. I think he's putting the black down at 2-back. Oh, he's going no, he's going low. No, no, it's just a nice pivot ball. Okay.
A very adventurous. Pivot ball kind of looked deliberate.
Yeah, it did.
That he may have been looking for the rush after running this hoop
well
over the 4-back, keeping yellow where it is for the peel reception, but maybe just how the blacks ended up. All simple stuff. Back onto the yellow and
yellow will go to 3-back.
It's good stuff from Edward. It's slightly different to what he has been chasing a lot of, big peeling turns and taking quite aggressive lines of play, even in some of the 2v1s he's been in. So this is again a bit like Matthew and the other one, a nice safe approach to at the required time.
Okay, well there goes the 3-back Pioneer. And that looks absolutely on the money. Perfect position. And Ed playing a classic 4-ball break here. It is sort of like
with a pivot ball.
with a sort of moving pivot, it's a bit Aunt Emma of him, really, isn't it? He'll be taking his approach 6 inches in front. You can see that moss just poking out there from the top of the carrots.
Oh, it's nice to run 2-back from about an inch, isn't it?
It is. A bit of a luxury. Well, see what happens with the black when he gets behind it after loading 4-back with the red. Right. Well, red safely dispatched to 4-back as the Pioneer.
Good shot.
Nice rush on the pivot ball down towards south boundary.
skipping a step there.
Well, that skip, that's...
Let's pivot back up.
Yeah. Pivot forming a perfect rectangle as it moves around the lawn. Another 6-inch hoop.
It's been a good turn with a few errors each in this game. Something settling it's a nice feeling.
So remember Ed needing this game to square up the match at 2 games all, which would take us to a decider.
Ian Demerg has beaten Chris Shilley in game 2 of the Bold and go take that one 26-1, so they are locked in at 1-all. That's another good result for Ian to keep going in the event.
Ed going anti-clockwise around the hoops to end up on the peg here. He's just got these last 3 to make and then his leave. And then we'll be seeing Ridge come out for a very important shot. Blue safely navigates Formac, but the slight price is a little 5-yarder back.
I don't know if there's ever a little 5-yarder. I never get.
Oh, he didn't get as much of that ball as he
didn't want that to be a 6-yarder.
No, that would have missed at 6 yards. Yep. Well, I'm quite used to playing this shot, Pete, from behind the furniture, and yeah. I can tell him what to do here. Yeah. He's probably not used to it. Okay, but the red tickles down. You can see how fast the lawn is now. It's just taking ages and ages and ages for that ball to settle. So you'll see the black ball going into the middle of the lawn. And the nice rush.
And the last 3 days we've seen perfect leaves from Edward. The distances have been spot on, and the wiring's been spot on. So you expect the same this turn.
Well, it'll be certainly given a lot of heart from the fact that Reg has missed a couple down the eastern boundary now.
Yep.
But
or maybe the cheeky one very close to the peg may not be quite right with Reg. May say, well, I'm not coming out the boundary.
Yes, that's right. Any chance of the reverse diagonal here?
I haven't. Edward hasn't been using that, as some players have been quite a bit this week. Certainly makes the after the missed lift shot an easier finish with the reverse diagonal, but Edward seems to be in the groove of setting regular more cross peg leaves than full diagonal spread leaves, but it's in the same similar line. I think if you can get any semblance of one of those leaves, any mist left and Edward will finish. So again, it's just that the distance.
It's the distance, yeah. Yeah, so in a sense, it's all he can do, really, isn't it?
Yes.
There's nothing fancy about it. It's
if Reg hits, he's making a break, and Edward knows he's got another shot to take out the match. So he's in a good position. Take out the game, sorry, not the match.
not quite sure what Chris means.
Well, I think he's meaning it's 9-12-5 croquet.
Oh, I see. Right, okay. Okay.
And sorry, a different Chris. We've been calling Chris Clark just Chris, but this is in response to Chris Levine.
Right, so it has really settled on this break. As Pete says, the important thing
With the anchor man, the commentator, the scorekeeper, and you wanted a production manager. Now we've got a refreshment manager as well, so we've increased it to.
But we're actually finding out whether or not you can eat Maltesers
and commentate at the same time.
And of course, there's limited options for eating Maltesers. You generally have to crunch them, so.
Yeah. And you need to get your timing right for your co-commentator, so
you do
talking just that.
Because if you decide to let them dissolve in your mouth instead, then you could be a bit hamstrung. So the Maltesers also serve as surrogate croquet balls for discussing tactical strategies.
PowerPoint displays with your Maltesers. Kind of ship that out to the world.
So, big lift shot coming up from Reg. I think we can expect to see a little bit of deliberation.
Well, a little bit more further south than usual.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the ball near the peg. Where is it?
Well, it's quite close to the peg.
There might be something hanging out the thing, and he's going to separate 10 yards.
No, I think he is. Yeah. No, he is. Yeah. He's obviously feels he's given Reg a slice to aim at. And
it might not be much of all because he hasn't separated that far. So it still must be a tricky enough hit. Reg does take it. He still wants to be able to play black. So.
Is there an equation for how much you should separate if,
well, I mean,
based on the width of the little slice that you give your opponent at the pen?
Well, if Reg does take the shot at red-yellow, if there's something on offer, Edward still needs to hit with black.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to be, so far apart, but he does want to make it slightly trickier for Reg to make a break if he does hit that edge. Are we able to get Blake to have a look from the
can Blake
over near the shelter at 4 on that angle?
Yeah, if he's anywhere near the shelter at 4, so that we could.
There's a long walk there.
It's a bit of a walk, but I think Reg will take plenty of time.
Yeah, you've got the full 2 minutes plus to get there.
If Blake was able to make his way over to.
Oh, yellow may be able to see red. Well, then that really is a.
Oh, well then in that case, I'm surprised that Ed didn't separate more.
Further, yes.
Oh gosh, yeah. Well, we can't tell just from this angle just how much Reg can see, but he can clearly see enough with yellow to warrant a shot at red, which is only 7 yards away. And he hits it right in the middle. So that was.
Reg still needs to do a little bit of work to get the approach to hoop 1, but if he can do that, he should be underway as well.
Well, a bit more life in this game yet. Reg now coming down to look at what Ed has left him over here. And surprise, surprise, there are 2 balls about 7 yards apart.
And a tricky boundary to get behind.
Tricky boundary to get behind one of them, yeah.